Hello everyone, Peter here, Peter Fisner. Guys, so I started and I realized that I supposed to record you. So you see this one here is already fitted keyboard. That's not the same because the other one had some sticker on this or on this side. So where are you? You are here. Okay, so yes, on the right side. Yes, this had this. So I had to remove like a lot of pins. I was able, actually I've replaced the blade because my one has broken, and I was trying to do with my blade. If you have seen the part 2, see my one has broken, so it's here. So I've replaced the blade, and with the new blade I was able to cut them off, so I didn't have to reheat it. Yes, but it turns out that my iron on the lowest temp, but that's a iron, like a soldering station, not the soldering iron. Yes, because my soldering iron is here. So my soldering station, the lowest temp is 200 degrees, and to be true, when you melt it, yes, when you melt it, it's not you cannot smell, you cannot smell those fumes. Yes, so I'm happy, to do it. And I've got a lot of pins, like, I don't know if you can see, but those pins it's quite a few. All you see which is popping out, yes, all of those here are to be heated, and that's not the metal. The metal has a bow on the sides. I'll show you as well. On the sides, all of them here, all of them, and all around. So it's like a lot of work. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to record everything, but I was able to cut it off. I was able to do it. So yeah, so happy days. I think I'll pause because it's no value for you to look at so much work and so much time. It's just better to pause it and come back to this. But that's all I'm doing, like this, and making sure that this is not popping out. If it's not popping out, that's good enough. I'm just trying to catch all over the place, like catch in the several places, so that it's quite stable, quite stiff. Then I will be able to turn it around, poke it, like type it, yes, and see if anything is going too deep. So I will see, how it's working. Then turn it around here, and we'll go around the edges. We'll try to catch all of them and see if anything is popping out. Because that's the, that's the, like, a common sense, you can say. And I was waiting till morning just for one reason. Yeah, I was working at Broxburn Bottlers, my old t-shirt. And yeah, that's not a bad company, nothing to brag about, it's a job. So, and yeah, so I don't mind to wear t-shirts from last jobs I was working with. I've got t-shirts from 2000, gosh, I can't recall right now, but it's like many years back. I think 2011 or something. Yeah, I think 2011. T-shirts from work. Why I would bin it if I can wear them at home. Of course, it would be nicer to look on the camera with Calvin Klein or whatever, yes, but to be true, you're not watching this recording to see me in the Calvin Klein, but doing some job. So I don't think it mattered to that level. Yeah, I'm happy with how it's catching up, and I don't smell these fumes. Now I should smell these fumes because the melting temp for the ABS plastic, which is written on this, here it's written that it's an ABS, that's only 105, I think, degrees Celsius, so that would be about 221, I think it's Fahrenheit. So it should, it should, but it's not. it's not smelly. So if it's not smelly, if I will inhale a bit, oh yeah, me like it, me like it. Okay, so I've done it like quite a bit. Okay, here. Yeah, and I was waiting till morning for one reason, because my eyesight is not the greatest, you know, and what I can do is I can overlook something, and in those holes, for real, there was one, how do you call it, there was a one missed by me, so you know, so I don't want to miss anything and then struggle. I'd rather wait till the daylight, yes, and do in the daylight the right way. So I'm really happy with this, that I've waited till morning, because I thought I'll finish it yesterday, and it turns out no. Turns out no. But during the daytime I've got still 1.5 hours, so that's okay. Then I'll drop off my son to the nursery, and then I can finish it off. I already spoken with, that would be too much, that would be exaggeration. I didn't speak to the customer of this laptop, but I did let him know, and he replied. So look guys, you see the tip here, yes, although the temp, melting temp is lower, you know, I've got 200 degrees cal, I don't know this cal, should be Celsius, yes, but it's, oh well, Fahrenheit is 392, so that would be about 200 degrees. Yeah, so it's not black, it's not melting to the level that it's sticking here. That's why, you know, that's why it's okay. I think it's because it's cold and it's receiving heat, and when I'm pressing it, you know, I'm just melting it while I'm pressing it because of the heat, yes, but then I'm taking it away and it's not, it absorbs heat as well, and because of that, you know, it's not bad. So it is possible to do it with soldering iron. Okay, so when I shake it, yes, that's okay, I'm happy with everything. Now let's poke those keys. Oh yeah, but that's okay. Yeah. Yes, I can finish it off, so I can pause it, you know, do them all, and then I can unpause it when I'll start to do the metal. Yes, I'll show you. If you haven't seen previous episode, you'll see the metal. Yes, that's what we will be doing. There's plenty of those holes as well. So again, I'll start it with you, and then I'll pause it, because it's no point for you to waste the time on watching how I'm doing it. I just want you to see it, because if you would be ever willing to do such repair, it's good to know it firsthand. Yes, and this way you can see it how it's done. Yes, so part 3 is a keyboard replacement, as you see. So see you in a wee while. Okay guys, so the procedure was quite quick actually. That didn't took more than about 10-15 minutes. And I went across all of them, and I've checked, I went and I looked on the edge here if I see any gaps when I'm pressing the button, each button. I've poked in the fly like this, yes, in the air. So yeah, cool. I'm happy with this. Now is the time for the middle bit, which if I would only remember which side it was, that would be awesome. But yeah, we'll get a photos, so I wouldn't worry too much. And it has to be like that. Why? Because we've got those parts popping out above, and we've got those elements popping out above. So I don't believe it will be in any other way than this one. Only if my children wouldn't cry. at least one of them. That would be awesome. But it's as far as this one is, so this has to go under, this connector has to go through this hole, I'd say. Come on, you cheeky monkey. Okay, what else? That's here. That's here, and this wire as well. You guys, I need to pause, my son is coming. Okay, so I'm back, and back with my coffee. So guys, cheers. 10:55 about for the first coffee. Loud sip because it's hot a bit. So yeah, I've put it firmly now on the surface. It fits. I've checked it fits, and I'm happy with how it went. Everything is, you know, everything is the way you would want it. Now I see that I didn't, now after looking at it, I think I would be okay without detaching this one, yes. Unfortunately, I wasn't sure when I was doing it, and you know, I didn't want to have a risk of doing something wrong, so I had to do what I had to do. I could wait, now I know it, yes, I could wait with it, but it's no harm done. There's nothing extra special here, so you know, it's maybe a bit less sticky than it was, but it's insulating well. I've got my black dot here as well, because I found that one went off. You see? So this one black dot will be here, so it's nothing is missing as well. So I've got no reason to be worried. Apart from that, I need to do a few of them, which are like here, you see, here, and this one I need to do before I can stick it. The rest should be fine, you know, the rest I see that should be fine, because here is a gap, here is a gap as well. So let's switch on the iron again. Let's get some sips of the coffee. Let's catch those. I'll catch it in several places, like in the corners and so on, and then I can let you go on my pause here on the recording, and so that I can finish the rest, because it's quite a few of them. You remember we were counting, yes, like it was here 20 or something. So yeah, that's another adventure for me, and no need for you to waste. Good. Okay, so let's do this fella, and let's see if the same temp will allow us to melt it the same way. You see, now it's, I'm pressing, I'm holding, and it's not doing the trick. So the question is, does it require a bit more time, or there is some other issue with it, or it won't be and I need to increase the temp? Well, now it started slowly to melt it, but really slowly, and I think because the capacitance of the surface now it's bigger than it was, the touched, I mean surface, yes, that's why it will take slower, but it is firm. It's okay, it's okay. I'm happy with how it went. Okay, so we can attach it. So you see, apart from this one, only this one, a single one, you know, I've done all, and I'm happy that I've done it, because you know, at least you know it now, that if you would do this model, this particular model, you can do only that one, and you don't have to do all of them. So yeah, happy days. Okay, so I'll keep the same temp to be true. That will absorb the heat enough. It will go slower, don't get me wrong, it will go slower, but at least will be less poisonous, you know, stuff in my lungs after that. So that's a good thing. I don't know, is it, you know, like I'm doing detox, I'm doing fasting or intermittent fasting, mainly intermittent fasting to be true. I don't remember when the last time I've done proper fasting, like 24 hours. or more, because you know, for if you don't do it for over 24 hours, I don't think it's counted as a fasting, it's still intermittent fasting. So yes, I'm doing that, so I know that the toxins partially are leaving my body anyway. But who wants to get poisonous? Come on. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, so the keyboard replacement on this model takes you so much hassle, unbelievable. Yeah, we're like all the way along to here. I should do here something as well, because I've done the first one and then I went for the corner, I didn't go through here. So I got this one, let's get here and another one. I'm still finding, you know, I before the reset of the recording, I still found some remnant of the old connectors, those pins, plastic pins, and I thought I've done them all, like I've cleaned it up. That's why I said I'd rather do it during the daytime, because I can see far better, although I've got a decent light and everything, but you know, it's just like I don't know, it just better. You might say I'm nuts. Maybe I am, who knows. But I'm okay. Oh, here is another one, another remnant. That's the remnant of the old pin. It's easy to overlook things here, really easy. I don't want to burn anything as well. Yes, so I don't want to burn anything. I should watch out. Okay, so I can say that a bit higher temp would help, for sure. Yes, I'm not saying it wouldn't. But would it matter to the level that I would increase it? No. No. Okay, so yes, I've got it everywhere, and it's still, you can lift it by the metal now. Yes, it's stable, everything. So I won't be taking more of your time. I'll pause the recording and I'll get back to you once I'm done. It's 11:05, and apart from taking sips, hopefully nothing else will make me to stop this work, so we will see roughly how much time it took me. Okay guys, that was quick, over 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes, if I would maybe not sip the coffee, not double check my work and everything, that would be even maybe below 5 minutes. So the rest which I've done was, you know, like not long. So okay, the top layer takes us about 10 minutes to heat up, you know, and press it. Yes. Now, as we've got it, it's a time for the motherboard. Yes, so that's a happy day. That's a happy day. Yes, because the procedure which we've done was this way, that the last was motherboard to remove. So only the question is, I think on this side was the yes, that's a power, I'm right, that's a power socket, so the battery will be on this side and then the heater will be like that. So we need the connectors here on this side. Oh, something like that, guys. Now, fingers crossed, no other obstacles on the way, and everything fits as it should be. Yes, because if the motherboard will fit, the rest should be a breeze. Okay, let's stick this now back because that was the problem to remove it. Okay, it's firmly connected. Now here all the screw spots are matching. Yes. And here it's a problem. It did not go into the sockets. So we need to use some magic here. Need to see how it's going. That it's not going. Exactly. What's going on that it's not going on? Not going in? Okay. We don't want to break anything, that's why I'm extremely careful with it. Yeah, I'm right. That's the connector, the power connector. That's the connections here. So why it doesn't want to? Okay, now it went. Yeah, now it fits. So it needed like this insertion. Many times in the laptops or in the consoles you have to do something like that. This magic move, you can call it. A magic move. You can't just insert it flat. Yes, okay, so the power connector is fine. It's firmly gripped. I didn't touch it even, to be true, so why I'm worried? I don't know. Okay, good. Now we've got everything catched properly. So let's move on. Is it clean enough? Clean enough. So let's connect these ones to not bug us here before putting screws in. Okay. Now it would be really nice if we could, you know what, test it before assembly it properly. So what I will do is I will catch not on all screws, but I will catch on quite a bit of screws, you know, like to have it well connected. But I don't want to catch all the screws so that I can make a test. So yeah, so the motherboard need to hold in several places now. Okay, U connector, you should go inside like this, yes, and now I can close you down. So okay, we've got all connections done. Now what we need are the screws. And the screws are here. The screws are here. So now I'd start off those longer ones, which are for the fan. And I don't know which length we've got, so we need to now separate those lengths and know how many of them, because some of them will be to the enclosure, yes, to the case, bottom. Okay, so we've got these ones, that's a one type. Now we've got a mesh, so mesh aside, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of this length. Now that's a different color. And I've got a problem because I don't remember where this was, and I think it was underneath. When I was lifting it, I found it over there, as far as I remember, and probably I'm right. So if I'm right, what can I do to make sure? I can just open it. Yes, Oh no, I'm right. I hate to be right sometimes, you know. I hate to be right because now I've glued the battery. Okay, this time it went easy, so that's okay. And I need to disconnect you guys again, so yeah, happy days. Doing double work. But it is what it is, you know. Okay, and I'll disconnect this one as well, just to have more space. And let's get this power socket out. And let's see, because one side of the connector I can connect on this side. Yay. And that's to connect to here. Now the good thing is that they are not crossed, so we can connect either or side, and that will do. The bad thing is that I need to connect. So yeah, they are identical on both sides. That's LED, that's motherboard. That's even written. Look, I don't know if you can read it, but it is. I can see that clearly. So that one is going over there. So this is motherboard. So you can't go wrong with this even. Even if you would really try hard and you would read English. So yay, stupid proof. That's a good change. Not seeing problems, but seeing solutions. Okay. Now you'd say it's easy, and it is easy, but the way I was trying to do it was hard. So I had to change my angle. Okay, now it's okay. I'm confident about the job I've done. Oh, come on, you little cheeky monkey. Almost there, but not. See, I'm trying to not lift it too much, because if I lift it, that cable can pop out. Oh, exactly, it's stretched. So I don't wanna, that's why I wanna test it before, you know, assembling it completely. Because now I know that I've got things which are okay. But I don't wanna take any chances that I will have to unscrew everything from scratch, because that will be even more time consuming. And that will be my fault, because I knew that I could test it, yes? So it's up to me to do it this way, because nobody else will care. Okay. So yay, if you would do it, you know that you first have to connect a small cable underneath, or pay the price later, as I did, or even later when you've got everything assembled and your LEDs are not working. So not happy days. Okay, now I won't be guessing which side I need to put it. Okay, I was right. That was the right way. It went in, but it didn't align properly. No, literally no. The dot has to be at the top. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. The dot has to be at the top. So that's fine. And now let's align these cables, because it looks like it would fit here. So that's okay. Happy days. Okay, before putting hard drive in, but before putting the M2 one, I need to know with what I'm dealing with. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 screws. That's one more. That was 7, so that will be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we know which screws we can use as the motherboard screws. We don't need all of them 8, but we need to be sure that it's not hanging, but it is okay. So that's 8 screws. Okay, let's do 4 or 5. And then let's try to plug the power and try to see if we can see the LEDs if we press the power button, because if we see anything, then that's mean we're right. We've done the job the right way. Okay, you know what, it's not many, just 3 left, so I'll just, that's SSD. Okay. Yeah, right. So don't know why I was worried about it. Okay, I see what it is. I will need to look at the I will need to look at the pictures, because for some of them you get those long ones and I don't know if it's enclosure or not enclosure, but for now, yes, for now it's okay. It's okay. One. Okay, these, some of them have arrows to the right. Okay, so some of them have arrows. Like this doesn't have the arrow, this doesn't have the arrow. This has an arrow, so that would be the one with the arrow. Whereas some of them don't. So I do believe that those 8, which I have, there should be one more with an arrow. So that's with an arrow, that doesn't show the arrow. Where is one more with the arrow? That's with the arrow. Or that's no arrow. Okay, so it would be possible that not all of them has arrows. But then again, you know how these are mounted, where I've got screws for these. Got something weird. Probably when I will put the back, I'll see that I've put too many. But it is what it is. And I've got here one more. I've got more screws, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not entirely sure. Okay, that's a Wi-Fi card as well. Okay, but anyways, that's firmly mounted. Nothing will fall out of it. So let's get the bag. Inside the bag there was power adapter from the customer. Now, customer said something that he had issues with power connection. As you've seen in the part 1, we had no issues with power, but I was checking my power supply. Yes, so because I was checking my power supply and I didn't check customers, I can't say what was the cause. Whoa, that was a loud one. If I want to wake up my wife, that's the way to go. I'll disconnect this because it's not charging anything. Okay, and switch this one. Now let's see which side. This side, okay. Okay, so now these LEDs oh no. Oh no. Guys, I'll show you something. Hopefully customer will forgive me, but I did a bad job. Look here, I thought I'm screwing in the right place. It's pop out. I'm not happy with what I see here. And what I see as well, it's not powering up. So that means customer could be right with this power supply. That this power supply has issues. So two issues. One, I've done this on the enclosure. I'm really not happy with it, what I've done. And it went okay. So it's not here for sure. You know, it's not here. I'll leave it for the customer to decide if he wants me to order a new one from China and just, you know, like replace it, or he's happy with it the way it is, because that's my fault, that's not customer's fault. The rest is fine, I'm happy with the rest, yes. The rest is I'm okay with. So for real, those arrows, those were the right ones. Okay, I don't know why this power supply is not working the way we would want it to work. I won't be. Okay, I can plug it in and I can check if I can see the power in it on my multimeter. For now, that's all I can do for now. Ah, that's okay. That's just the bottom from the screw. So let's see, that's on the volts, 20 volts. And for real, this power supply. Oh, so it has connection issues. No, it's okay. It's fine. So if it's fine, why this doesn't wanna okay, now I see the light. I don't see LEDs, but I see the light on this and it's switched off. So it's not connecting properly or something. Okay, I see one LED as a power. Okay, good. And on the power button as well. So we can and the keyboard is lit up. So we can put it aside. We can proceed with another batch of screws and everything. It went okay. I'm still not happy, but at least, you know, we got progress. I know I screw up, I know. Life ain't perfect. And unfortunately, you know, it happens from time to time. But it is what it is, you know, like, it is what it is. And you can't always be right. You can't, it's like impossible to be always right. We're humans. And if we're humans, we shouldn't be afraid to be wrong. Okay, I won't be connecting battery, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to mount it in because that's the new packaging for the battery. Okay, that's firmly gripped, that's fine, I'm happy with this. Now HDD and M2. Come to daddy. Yes, good, we've got a screw for the M2. Very good. Let's screw the NVMe. Okay, grabbed properly. Now, ooh, come on, slower you went. Okay, 1 and 2. Do you have more? No. Okay, cool. Happy days. I'm so annoyed with myself, you've got no idea. So annoyed. I'm always saying, you know, I need to check for those screws. And most of the time it's fine, but sometimes it is what it is, you know. The screw will pop out on the other side and you can't do 100% good job. Yes, you can do over 90%. That's easy, yes, but you can't do 100%. If I have to do this job again and lose the money on it, I will. And I'll sell it on eBay, this one. Maybe somebody will be willing to buy it. Who knows? Well, hopefully customer will be okay with this small dot popping out, yes? Because that's not a big, but it is. And it shouldn't be, so. Yay. Okay, because I'm a bit in a blue, so let us finish with this Wi-Fi now. Okay, now we've got one screw which we need here for this, and the question is why I've got this one. Is it this one? I need to get photos. Now I need to get photos because I need to check which screw was on the which screw was on the Wi-Fi, black or the chrome color one. Where are my photos? Okay, let's scroll. Let's scroll. Oh, and I didn't show you about the printer, how much toner I had on the floor. So yeah, I've got one more to show you. Wi-Fi, I've got a Wi-Fi card. I don't know if I'm able. Okay, that was a black screw. You can see clearly that it was a black screw. So it's a short black screw. That's fine. Yeah, let's get this because that's looking really tiny, really small. So that could be the other ones are wider, so I wouldn't say the other ones are the right ones, because this one is really tiny. Yeah, and that's the proper thread, so I'm happy with it as well. What it is? Okay, that's nothing. So that's okay. Now I'll go through the screws. So I'll pause just to make sure that in the places where were the screws, you know, I'll find them. That will take some time. Plus I need some alone time. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've checked all the screws. Are fine. I've got wee corrections here, like sticker on this. But nothing major, you know, nothing really major. Everything's fine, everything seems to be okay. Where I've left screws, they should be left, so everything is okay. The next time what I will be doing from now on, I will be just starting at 12 o'clock on the motherboard, and I'll go and align screws if I, if I won't be 100% sure that I will put it back together straight away. I will just put them. That's as always I've done, yes. But now I was overconfident that I will be fine. So, anyways, I'll put them. Like at 12 o'clock I started and I went, and then the inner circle as well. So that's the best way to go. You start at 12 and then you continuing going all around, and then you've got one after another screw, and then what you're doing is you're going anti-clockwise and then putting them back, and you're fine. You never make any issues with that. Okay, so anyways, we got it sorted and it's working. So it's time to mount this screen now. Now with this screen we need to be careful because we need to do it off the edge. Okay, we can't damage anything, and we need to make our customer happy. So yay. Does it fit? Yeah, that's fitting well as well. So we can mount the screws. Now I'd like to catch it only on 2 screws. Okay, only on 2 screws. That's one, or this one. And I want to check photos if I've got shown which screws I had here, because I'm not 100%. I know these ones for sure. Yes, these ones, but now I can only guess which ones. I've got an arrow here, an arrow on this side, so that would be the ones with the arrow. But because I've done what I've done with the last one, I don't wanna make a mistake. Okay. Okay. So yes, that's fine. We can go with the arrow one. I was right. Yay, surprise. But why we've got 2 colors of them? And here is the 3rd one, which is shorter. Okay, so I know what I've done. I've used the same length, the same size screw at the other place, and now I need to use this one which left onto here. You can see it's already matching. Yeah, looking nice. Apart from that spot which I've scrubbed, the rest is fine. Well, that spot is fine as well, it's just that it shouldn't pop out. It's my fault that it's popping out. So okay, we've got it. Before connecting it, I'd rather test it. So that means I would just try to open and close it. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with how it's working. So now we can connect it. Okay, I should put through this. I didn't. It would be easier for me. But again, it's not a big deal, so either or will do. Just that I don't like to turn cables, like put too much pressure on them, yeah. It's my preference. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just, you know, you less moving stuff, it's better, always. Well, maybe apart from the car need to drive and run the engine every so often, yes, to not get faulty. So yeah. This and now this. I think I've done the same issue, but this time I'll have to unscrew and put it inside. Why? Because the plug is just too big. So yay, happy days. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Unfortunately, I was right. It is what it is. Hopefully, at least one person can learn on my mistakes. That's the whole purpose of it. Well, actually, no. The second purpose is that the customer can always look back and see what has been done, or if we'll move elsewhere or want to use some other service, can go and can show what was done with this laptop. Yes, so now this one, I don't see the unstick. Yes, thank you. What's the time? Ooh, I need to go look after my son because we're going to the nursery. So need to look what he's done till now. And again, I screw up. You know why I have screw up? I'll tell you. It's just that this should go underneath, and I'll stretch it too much. Probably. I will or I won't. No, it's okay. It's quite okay. I can do it. Okay, we're good. We're good, actually. We're good. I thought I'll have to open the plug, but it was stretching. Okay, so it's fine. So yeah, stick it back again. Happy days. Okay, that's us, guys. We can plug in the battery. Can plug in this battery. Can turn it around and press the power button and see if there's any power left. No juice in the battery? Ooh, that's bad. No. What about you? Will you help us here? No charging, no anything. Completely dead. Is it the power supply? Yeah, the power supply is in. But it doesn't. Okay, now it's okay. Customer was right that there is some issues with this connection here. I'm not happy how it's reacting. Okay, so I'll get my power supply because I see that there is an issue for real with this one. and it might be the socket or it might be the power supply. So let's get my one, which was working fine. It's showing volts and it's charging already, so I'm happy with it. Fine. LEDs are lit. Keyboard as well. Asus is showing up. I shouldn't sit on stuff. Okay, so guys, I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, the drive is showing, so okay, hard drive is fine. Yeah, exactly. The keyboard is fine. Okay. Customer data. I'll have to blur it anyway. Okay. So yeah, we can switch it off. Touchpad is working. The network is fine. So I'm super happy with it, guys. I'm calling it a day. I will have to blur only the screen. Okay, now I've got my okay, go. I've got everything here. Unfortunately, I showed you the data of the customer, like a name and surname, so I will have to remove it and yeah, blur it, and then the rest is fine. You know, I'm happy with it. I can double check it and then put the bottom cover. Not this, but the bottom, you know, the bottom case here. And that's it, that's us, laptop done. Thank you very much for watching, and look, another hour has passed to finish this job. So we spent about over 3 hours to fix this laptop, yes? But hopefully customer will be happy and won't mind this small bump here, which I left with one screw. Fingers crossed, yes? That's it. That's it. I'll test the rest, and I'll put, there's like 2 screws here missing and at the bottom, so I'll finish it off the cam. No value for you to see the last screws done. So thank you guys, and I meant to show you one more thing. I don't know if I can here, if I can photos, because I was doing that. Yeah, I've got it. Here is a mess. So yesterday I was doing the how you call it? Okay, I was doing the printer. Okay, so 4K plus screen, and let's get the window capture. Laptop OBS photo here. Okay, can show you. So here is the elements which were in the new toner in this printer, and unfortunately you know, this part was too big, so I had to remove this part and apply the old part from the old toner, this but old part, and then the printer was fine. Yeah, so here this element, it's not really but you see how much mess it has done. Yes, it's plenty of mess of the toner. Oh, okay, those are the pimples I was showing to the customer. So yeah, so you see, so it is sometimes a fault which customer shouldn't unscrew it, but he unscrewed it because he couldn't fit in the toner inside the printer, and he bought but similar model, not exactly the same model, so this was too thick, this, and on the old toner was precise because that was fine. Yes, so then when he inserted without it, he couldn't print. Why? Because the toner was running away from you know, from the cartridge. Yes, so what's happening is I just replaced it and was fine. Yes, so that was the whole job. So thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.